So how do you do, boys? It's been a bit. I'm sorry that I delayed this video by a day, because I'm sick. I have COVID, and that is making it very hard to make videos. Yes, I sound very different. Hopefully that gets fixed over the coming, week or so. I am still pretty sick, but because of that, I hope I don't sound too off. So, let's get straight into the video, and let's start talking about King Thrash and his absolutely abhorrent take on Starfield. I will need to skip ahead in the video to about 3 minutes in, because he's using copyrighted music, and it adds nothing to the video. So, we got a bit less to work with, but he's still a shitter.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, Bethesda has released a launch trailer for Starfield. And let's ignore the fact that they delayed it, right? Let's ignore the delay.
I'm gonna give my little 2 cents on this delay. Because I'm a modder, and I make mods for games like Skyrim and anything else inside Creation Engine, I could not care less that it got delayed. There's still gonna be problems on launch, and I'm still gonna have to sit there and fix things about the game. But all my personal gripes behind the company, genuinely their last good game was Morrowind and Oblivion. They've never been able to hit the mark with a Fallout game, let alone shooting mechanics and everything else. I like how I said I'm not gonna make this personal, and what the fuck did I just do? Am I retarded? Probably. Oh well, let's move on.
For those of you who are going to say, what you mean it was delayed, it never had a date? Yes, it kind of did. You see, they had a show last year, and the theme of the show was, this is everything coming within the next year for the Xbox, and Starfield was one of them. And that show was in July or June.
Bro, I thought I was retarded. King Thrash, do you not realize it's next year? It's releasing this year. I mean, let's hope. Who knows, they could delay it again. I know what you mean. They did say during that, I think it was showcase, that it was going to be games that released in the first 12 months after the showcase, but the way that you worded it makes you sound a bit stupid. Also find it kind of funny that you're talking about the game's release date and delay, even though you said you didn't want to talk about it. Either way, let's move on.
And this game is coming out in September, so it's officially delayed once again. Now, let's ignore the fact that this part of the trailer right here is 60 frames per second when the game is 30 frames.
Honestly, I kinda forgot the game was going to be 30 frames. I can't really speak much for the modern games in Bethesda's category. I don't know what changes they've made to the engine. I mostly work with games like Skyrim and Morrowind, and most of the older games within it like New Vegas, stuff like that. They were not too technically different as the engine did not go through many changes, but to my knowledge, it still suffers all the same technical problems and makes no sense for it being 30 frames. My dumbass is playing it on PC. At least you get a playable frame rate. PC players don't apparently, not very nice of them.
Right, it's just a CGI trailer, so it is what it is. What I want to pay attention to, is the guy in the background actually playing the game. And it points out a couple of flaws in that small window of time.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that same energy, and next time I see Spider-Man or, I don't know, whatever fucking movie game exclusives you've got, I'll look at some background gameplay and then judge it entirely from that, okay? Can you see how that's a problem, King Thrash? It's not very good. Yes, you can use it and break it down. I'm not saying you cannot. Everyone does that. Especially if you're a fan of a game, you want to know every detail of a game. That little screen, I don't think is enough to give you any information or any indication of how the game will be on launch. Yes, that is probably just a stable build that they're showing off. To say that you can actually formulate an opinion around the game over that little, fucking screen in the background is pretty fucking stupid. I mean, I can't expect much from a PlayStation fanboy.
Not to mention the big fact at the end that might just change everything. You see, what you probably didn't notice is that this game look ugly as shit.
You know what, King Thrash? Fuck you. I'm gonna give you a little fun fact about Bethesda and their creation of their world and landscape design. Did you know that it's all done by procedural generation, with them handcrafting and changing certain aspects about it after it's done? And usually, they don't need to do too much to my knowledge. If anyone can actually find where Todd was speaking about that, I'll leave that somewhere in the comments. Or just in the description, either way. Well, my random fact aside, how the fuck can you make any formed opinion about graphics when you can barely even see the screen, let alone the compression of the video, and on top of that, the distance of that little TV in the background. Can you see how this is a problem? And the reaching that you're doing by saying graphics are bad. You are truly a specimen, and we should have never let you breed or even touch anything in the human gene pool, let alone even think of going anywhere next to another human. With that type of cognitive function and reaching to try and prove a point by saying graphics bad, I have no faith in this video being any good.
Right, but regardless, right, it's one color, even the fucking sky is one color, but fuck it, it's space, so you can do what you want, right? But he turns around to show you that he has a companion with him, right? For those who were paying attention, there's a companion with him, right? I had a couple of motherfuckers try to tell me that there was a companion, and what I'm about to point out is from the companion. No, I'm about to prove you wrong. But in reality, game looks like shit.
So it goes from companions to graphics again. Why is that, and why can you not talk about anything else? And why are you reaching by looking at someone's small little TV in the background? Do you not have an idea of what an environmental artist is? And what a landscape is? Yes, it's brown. It's a low atmosphere planet. It doesn't take a fucking scientist to figure that out.
Right. At least this planet does, right? Maybe there's other planets that's more vibrant, has a little bit more, how do you say, imagination.
Fuck, you're talking about imagination? You're the same fucking community that sits there and plays the same fucking movie game. No fucking shot you be talking about shit like this.
You know, it bothers me when you make a space game only to make rocks, like you're in fucking Arizona mountains. Like, nigga, fuck, you're in space. Use your fucking imagination. You can do anything, right?
It's a low atmosphere planet. They did everything they need to. Plus, there's not much they can do with procedural generation. They're at the mercy of their game.
But the show and the run through here, right? Shadows look nice, look crisp. It looks like the shadows match the actual movements. You know what I'm saying? He's changing the camera angle so many times. It is what it is, bro. He wants to go first person, but there's a reason why he wants to go first person, because he accidentally does something in third person that makes it just look like, okay, this is going to be bad. First off, right, he gets to this part, right, and he waves down, and you see a shadow show up later, but that's the companion shadow, not his. So it's not a glitch. It's not a fuck up right there. What is the fuck up is when he proceeds to pick up some of these resources right here, and they don't have any animation. They don't disappear, nothing.
Well, of course, why would they? It's just like any other container. Do you not realize that a container in every Bethesda game holds items? They never usually move. They're a static item. What are you trying to get at? Are you high? Are you stupid? Oh shit, I said it wrong. It's actually a static object. There you go, for those in the comments.
It's just like, okay, this is this. Okay, pick that up. This is that. Okay, pick that up. And you can see little bars where he picks up shit. It shows that he picks up shit. I mean, just no indication that you pick up anything, right? Not even like dust or little minor movements or anything. But hey, maybe they got time to add that shit in.
See, I would agree for them to add that in, but then you have to realize that, is that really worth adding in? Would you like to do a Red Dead Redemption and sit there and wait like 4 seconds to pick up one item or something? It doesn't sound fun. There's a reason why they don't do it, and it's pretty good. Red Dead, as an example, is a good way of doing it, but it is very time-consuming. It was pretty annoying to skin every creature, especially when you kill multiple. Imagine doing that with multiple containers in a small room. Not very fun.
Like even this box, the box doesn't open to show that you actually like got the shit out of it. How are you gonna know that you already looted it? It's just backwards as far as.
Can you see that big black box on the screen that shows no items in it? You fucking dumbass. They had this in Fallout 4, and if not, it's gonna say empty next to the name. Ta-da! Wow, I just solved your problem instantly, you fucking idiot.
Not backwards, it's just incomplete, and it comes out in a few months. You know what I'm saying? It's just so close, yet so fucking far. I mean, check the reticle out off the hip, right? Every time you move in every shooting game, the reticle gets wider, meaning that it's less accurate. And when it closes in like it is now, it's all the way down to pinpoint accuracy. And then you barely move and it goes out. It's like a glitch in it to where if you look up, you'd automatically be in laser mode, like you're aiming down sights at that point. And they're not even aiming down sights. So it's another problem they need to fix with a first-person shooter.
Shit, you boys be really losing COD, and now you're losing your mind over how a fucking reticle works. Like, what seems to be the problem? It's doing its job. It's a reticle. You stand still, it gets close. What? How is this? You know, I'm not even gonna bother.
And then watch in third-person mode how off the bullets are still. Look at that. Like I know you probably didn't just see that. There's other bullets coming from probably the companion. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking. Look at the bullet directly over his gun, right? Directly over him. Look, you'll see that it's just way off. Doesn't even follow the reticle, dog. That is a bullet flying off towards something from you. No recoil animation. It just flew off of you. And that's it.
I don't think he was shooting. That was an enemy shooting past him. Yeah? You understand?
I mean, just look close, bro. You shoot it, you see it shoot off in the distance and everything, but just, you can't tell he's shooting because there's no animation for shooting in third person.
Bro, you are fucking dumb. You make Alucard's argument towards my last video look reasonable, and he's fucking stupid. Do you not realize there's no point for him shooting the ground? There's no reason. No rhyme or reason. Fuck, you people really do reach to try and prove your points.
Even the aiming reticle doesn't show you when something's more accurate and when it's not accurate. In first person, it was going crazy, but in third person, it doesn't move at all. Clearly showing they haven't worked on the shooting part of third person.
It's because he's moving, dumbass.
And when it does go into third person, you see these animations, you see these flashes coming from the muzzle, but it still looks off. Like the flash isn't bright. It's like orange juice. I hate when these motherfucking orange juice flashes be coming out of these guns, bro. But you just don't really see much. But again, it's far away, so hey, maybe you'll see more when it's close up. And then what also kill me is these trash ass explosions they have in this fucking game. Like, what was that, nigga? Like,
King Trash, that's a grenade. You've seen one before. Yeah, it's a grenade. You haven't seen one before? Also, you said the funny word. Look, people are gonna call me racist if I say it now. See, King Trash, you can go tell all your friends that I'm racist. I wanted to say that just to piss you off.
it's like, man, we need to see more from this. And then, like, the gun select, is there no auto gun select or something? Like, you can't just press triangle or something to switch a gun? It's just different shit, bro. But again, a lot more to this shit that people not realizing. Like the fact that you're walking through this grass and there's no grass movement, no tree movement, and only one of the dinosaurs move for some reason, the other one is paused. Or the fact that there's a lot of customization options suggesting a service game and the character models look trash.
Did you just say Starfield is going to be a game as a service? My fucking god, you have no clue what is going on anymore. I see why Sony babysits you people now. Fuck, stay with Sony, please. I don't want you anywhere near any other game or any other community. You people are fucking retarded.
Or the fact that there's no hit detection. Like, this grenade went directly through this monster and blew up behind it and didn't even take no life from it. It's going to be a very, very frustrating time indeed.
Do you remember how the screen is pretty far away and you can't really tell much when it comes down to detail? That grenade more than likely went over it and hit the wall behind it.
But even more frustrating, or more not surprising, is the fact that this game was announced to come on Game Pass, and there's always this little Game Pass shit at the bottom, right? Even when they're showing it, they'll show Xbox consoles, PC cloud, and then PC Game Pass, you know, Steam, all of that. But in today's announcement, they show the date, which is September 6th, which might be battling Spider-Man, is not showing Game Pass anywhere on the screen. And people are speculating that, hey, this game might not be on Game Pass. And you know what? It might not be on Game Pass. So we'll see what it is. I'm not saying that it was not, but it's just very, 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 very weird that they don't have Game Pass here. So keep this game and I'm out.
Would be pretty funny if fucking Spider-Man got delayed. Real good. It's of course going to be on Game Pass. Xbox has made that commitment many times, and so has Bethesda. Hey, I actually said it right. Hey, if there's one takeaway from this video, the horrors are never ending. yet I remain silly. It's good to be back making videos, boys, but this is the end of it. There's no more video to really talk about. We've done everything. I'll see you boys later. Leave a like, subscribe, join my Discord, and it's good to be doing fanboy shit again. You boys take care.